we have to save humanity. To fight, to protect climate, we will need renewable energy. Not only renewable energy. But do you know the best renewable energy? The Pope don't tell you what is the best renewable energy? Love. We have maybe to answer to one question. Do your teacher one day ask you, in the universe, do you consider the life is the norm or the life is the exception? We have a very nice privilege. We belong to life and we must protect this life.
So did you ask yourself, why is it that in the universe, life is the exception and not the rule? Why did you ask yourself why, in spite of the exceptional means that have been deployed to find life elsewhere in the universe and in the solar system, the very first indicator of such expressions of life elsewhere than in the solar system, we have not found it? One day, a mathematician explained to me that the combination of factors necessary for life to develop into blossom is a very rare, on Earth, it's a very rare combination. Imagine that I turn over this box and the letters would fall out. What would be the chance that the first article of the Declaration of Human Rights would be written? This box. We should remember that beyond the scientific and political aspects, life on Earth, perhaps I should say this after the coming of the Pope, is almost like a miracle. Why are we alive on this Earth? When we look above us, there is a thin layer, 1,000 meters above, which is called the atmosphere. Without this atmosphere, without the balance, without geological activity which takes place beneath our feet, life on Earth would not be possible. Nelson Mandela, he's one of these great men of which each century produces only 2 or 3, and we would need somebody like him right now. He said, the greatest danger of human beings is not their weakness, but their strength, their power. The question at Paris is whether we will become what scientists call us Homo sapiens, that is to say, wise beings. I wanted to avoid saying this, but now we can go back to the traditional objectives, which are the objectives of the Conference of the Parties in Paris. What is at stake in Paris? This is an objective that has been laid down by the United Nations and that has been clarified in successive conferences. What is the objective? The objective is for 195 states. 195 states, that each one of them should make a commitment, and that the sum total of the commitments of 195 states should limit climate change to 2 degrees. Why 2 degrees? There are 2 reasons. If we let climate change, if we let the temperature rise more than 2 degrees, global warming will become irreversible, whatever human beings do. And if the phenomenon becomes irreversible, the consequences will also be irreversible, and those who will be the first to suffer, it will be the usual suspects, so to speak, will be the most vulnerable. The second reason why the target of 2 degrees has been set is that in the present state of our technology and in the present state of our economies, it is the only target within reach, and even then it is going to be very difficult to reach. It is not an insult to the Philippines if I pointed out to you that at present in the world, the manifestations of climate change are already killing hundreds of thousands of people. Together in the Philippines, in Paris, in the rest of the world, we should work together to construct a new chapter in the history of humanity. When you listen to 195 countries, you end up listening to 195 different points of view. And human beings is such that it is capable of horrible things, but it is also capable of great things. When it was able to integrate this idea into its agenda, innovation was launched. And therefore, whether we're talking about the technological, energy, institutional, or economic areas, individually, we already have the elements necessary for the energy transition. To conclude, for the last 25 years, year after year, my combat has been one for preserving the environment. My combat is to make sure that your generation will not end up being trapped in a world that is unlivable, whether in human terms, in social terms, or in economic terms. You are sufficiently innovative and you will find means of expressing yourself. As mentioned by Dr. Lavinia, you have to mobilize yourself, you have to demonstrate, you have to meet, you have to exert pressure on governments here, in other places, everywhere, so that you do not end up being resigned to a phenomenon that you have not caused but which you are going to suffer from. The person who becomes desperate is a coward. And he who believes in humanity is a madman, a mad person. And I'm asking you to become crazy with me.
Thank you.